minutes ago, popular Nigerian entrepreneur Seun Onigbide, while sharing on his official Twitter account, has reacted after former aviation minister of Nigeria Femi Fani-Kayode said it is unacceptable to call Bola Tinubu a drug lord. Reacting to Femi Fani-Kayode's statement, Oluseun Onigbide said, "I think the time has come for the candidate to address this issue personally and bring it to an end. Enough of spokesperson and surrogates. We are talking of the office of the president. Those who seek it must possess integrity beyond reproach." And that is it. All these people, Fani Kayode, Keyamu, they are something else. They think they are smart. Of course, this one said don't even get any iota of integrity. This FFK. So everybody should just keep quiet. If you are getting anything from them, it is those of you who are loyal to nonsense. You are the ones that will be patching. Anybody who is neutral, who does not even believe, who believes in himself, who does not need anybody's money or anybody's influence to survive, will come out boldly because you don't have a skeleton in your cupboard. And I'm sure this Seun Onigbide, there was a time, because a lot of people used to hold him in high esteem, and which they still do. But the reason why I said that was that there was a kind of appointment that APC wanted to give him, and his supporter said, hey, and he had already accepted that appointment. So when his supporter began to bring it to his knowledge that if you get this position, the way you used to talk openly, neutrally, you will not be able to do that. How can you go and mingle with this kind of people? Do you think you'll be able to talk? And that is exactly what happened to Soludo and Bismarck Rewani or something, the economist. That man used to come and tell us how the economy has been faring. They always invite him from one TV station to another. That was when I got to know him. Immediately, I just saw that this man was given appointment as a economic advisory team. I say, and since that time, this man has not been talking the way he used to. Maybe once in 6 months or once in a year. He has not been coming because we used to see his posts all over the place then before they gave him appointment in APC. And that was what wanted to happen to this Onigbide. And after 2 days or so, when he thought about it, because everybody was his fans anyway, they were like, no, it is not you. You will not be able to say anything. No. You think you can eat your cake and have it, because you have to, no matter what, by default, you'll be loyal to the person you are working with. And after 2 days, this man just rejected this appointment. I think that's why I can have boldness to talk, because even what you are saying, just trying to be neutral, that this man should come up, because if he had accepted that position, he would not be able to say it, because he will be under APC as we speak. So those are the things that we are talking about. But Keyamu used to be like that in those days, but of course he has soiled his hand. And when he's talking, we just be shaking his head like lizard. Go and check Keyamu. If he wants to, just to prove, when he's beginning to lie, that's how you'll be seeing, he will be nodding his head, like this, I'll just see they do this one. Uncle, calm down. Not be so. You know, rich like that now. Calm down. Express yourself. Freely express yourself. Don't be fight. Don't be combative. Don't be all those kind of things. So that is what we have been saying. Come yourself. Come and explain. Come and explain this issue of Pandora concerning what is this man's name? Peter Obi. He came out and he has said it. For as many who care to listen, he was able to explain. Nobody is not going to be telling somebody, go and tell them this, go and tell them that. He is the one that will explain. If you are not afraid of anything, a clear conscience fears no accusation. So why are you afraid? Say it. You cannot be everywhere, but at least you should have a place, 1 or 2 places that you have come out to defend yourself, to explain. Because he knows that is why they are running for a debate. We cannot see. Oh my God, that is why they don't want him to say anything apart from maybe a health issue or whatever. There are some pertinent questions that he needs to answer. Even their own campaign, they say he's not going to be going there. So that is it. Fani Kayode is telling Nigerians that they should not call him drug lord. Really? Okay, you know the thief. I know the thief. But you know, say these people they thief. But they'll carry the money, they'll come give you. You go hold on. They'll carry. After they're not going to give you, they hold money for them. They said they didn't indict him, but he was collecting money from there. Then, after everything, they will just put the money. You know what they do? They will just put the money for your accounts, and they transfer the money back. They're not going to give you cost for inside. You see the nonsense they are telling us. So, Fani Kayode is telling us that we should not call him drug lord. Nigeria should please wake up from our sleeping and reason, irrespective of our differences, to understand that the international community has interest in the disunity of our dear country. If not, why would the US at this point in time raise a closure case of about 30 years ago, and we are hearing we are here hating ourselves over their scheme to scatter us. If their tricks favors you today because you hate someone, then tomorrow uh don't cry, they are our problems. You don't know what you are saying. You are talking nonsense. This one, of course, this one should be a Milocon family. That's why he's saying like this. All this why this matter, they say it came out when he wanted to become governor. All this why he has not been holding position, so they have to bring it out. See, one thing I don't understand. So you mean now you're telling me now, you said 30 years ago a child that was born there that didn't know anything, even those who were born there, maybe they were like 10 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, even 15 years old, even 20 years old, they might not even be, let's just even say 15. So at this time, a child that was 5 year old 30 years ago, how old is he now? He didn't even know what was going on. A child that was even born that day, that time, maybe some months when the whole thing happened, when they brought this whole thing, he didn't even know what happened. So now you want to tell the child that okay, it happened there. Don't even say anything. Don't we talk about how we became one Nigeria? They merged us together. Are we not saying it? Should we say, oh, because it happened there, nobody should be saying anything? And that was the reason why they remove history from our curriculum. So you want to tell me that those children that were 5 to 3 years, 10 years, as at that time, now they are men. You say they should not talk about it. They will not know what happened. What are you saying? And not to talk of the person is still alive. Even those ones who are not alive in the first place, those ones who are not alive, we are still reading their history. We are still saying one or two things they have done. We talk about Awolowo, we talk about Zik, we talk about this, we talk about that, we talk about all those northern leaders who did one or two things that time, whether good or bad. Are we not talking about them? Are people not making reference to what they have done? Not to talk of the one where they are alive. They say something that happened because he was not even contesting for anything. But it is the time is coming. Believe you me. Believe you me, if Tinubu did not come out now, nobody's going to be saying anything. They will not tell you that, oh, if you know how your mother and your father conceived you, go and join politics. Of course, now if you bring yourself to a limelight, you want them not to scrutinize you. I don't understand what this person is saying. I don't know. This is your logic. You people's logic. It doesn't make sense. And I've been saying it. And even after Tinubu, as God will grant him the grace to live here on earth, any years that he wishes to live here on earth, if he tells God when the time reach, even if he lives at that time, that is my point. Even if he's no more again, whether 50 years time, 40 years time, people will still be referring to this thing. What are you talking about? People will still talk about it, not talk of when he's alive. So this thing is just he's been kept. He can't even be erased. You are telling us we should not talk about it. We should not say. So they were the one that forced him when they were enjoying the process of those corruption. So they were the one that forced him, because you are telling us that they want to make us. So they want to make us hate ourselves. They want to cause disunity. So this kind of a thing, we should just hear it and look the other way. Don't you know what it means for us? We know how they are profiling Nigerians. Not to talk of, they now know somebody who has that kind of record. He now becomes your president. Even now, they are if the way they look at Nigerians as Nigerians just there's this stereotype, corrupt anything, all these vices. That's how they look at us. Unless you have not been traveling. If you have been traveling, once they see you as a Nigerian, people just want to hold on. They just want to have they have to sit back. Hey, this one in Nigeria, you know what they are capable of doing. So we see all those who are carrying drugs. We see all those who are making things hard for us, who are spoiling Nigeria's image. You will come back and talk about them. But this one, you think is not going to affect us. Even anyhow they put this man there, he gets there. You think he's going to go where he's going to bring our glory back. We are trying to even redeem our name. You are telling us this. Some people are trying to cause a disunity. You call that disunity? In fact, young people, honestly.